Has four of you. The charter has only two members of the charter are present, and one member of the charter who is not present is also on the wanted posters on account of the Ardine homicide, and that's going to be a little bit sticky for you.
Wait, which one's on the wanted poster? Is it Caspian?
It's you. Caspian was long dead.
Doubt.
It was the four people who murdered the goats and the goat herds.
Oh no.
So you kind of it's like they're gonna want to know where those two are. If you don't know, it's best to just say nothing. You just claim the company is the party is split. What this will mean is that effectively, Rockchild will still be wanted for the murder on the poster, and if he's ever caught, he's going to get the same sentence you got. Is what this will effectively mean.
I could just
if you ever get caught, you automatically have an exile on your permanent record of just if he's ever apprehended by the police, he is to be exiled beyond the gates of Amsturth.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Torren, would you like to tell him why it's terrible?
No, I'll let him experience that on his own.
Cool.
Oh, I was about ready to tell him. Okay.
Beautiful.
We'll just let him figure it out.
All right, cool. In Torren's case, Torren's gonna have everything sort of lumped on him, which is the general plan. And given his previous convictions, which were high profile, and one of them was seemingly violence, he's probably also going to be exiled as someone too dangerous to be kept in standard prison. Which is how you guys all get past the gate. But just if you want to add your own flavor to trying to explain this in your own very poor way.
All right, Torren. Right, that's your name?
Yes, my name is Torren. Lawyer I've never met before other than last night. Oink.
Look, I'm just gonna cut it real with you. The other two lawyers want to pin everything on you, and the other two lovely lawyers are trying to pin everything on you. So it's not looking the best. I'm gonna try, but
it was all I did. Everything. The poor innocent child did nothing, and the lumbering halfwit.
And
he was just along for the ride, so it is on me. I take the punishment, and they go away and have ice cream and don't get in trouble.
So here's the other issue that we're gonna run into that I found out because I stayed up all night studying.
Yes, you look like shit.
I was trying to mimic you. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's like flatly.
You see, it's well, on the charter for business, there are 4 persons of interest listed. However, in this particular instance, there's only 2 present, plus a wanted criminal. And then the other 4th member is an absolutely remarkable musician, and
And the 4th, much handsomer member.
Yes. Effectively, they will still be wanted, and should they ever be caught, will receive the same punishment as the other 2, given that we would become, they would become a party in exile.
Yes. Okay.
I hope that makes sense. I was spending so long trying to understand the stuff and
Yes. So it would be prudent for the other totally innocent hooligan to never be found again.
Right, so I believe that the expected punishment, according to the other two of my colleagues, are that we will be punished past the gate of, what is it, Andor?
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait,
Suddenly,
do you mean
all the guards are clad in like pristine white plastic.
You know what the funny thing is in my head you said the gates and I was like, of Mandor. And then you go Andor. And I'm pretty sure those are both Star Wars things. And then I thought Mastaba actually, and no.
Caleb has stories about Mastaba. Here,
So-
this is the place you are being sent past. Ansdearth.
Ansdearth, okay. Sorry, yes. It was an exceptionally long evening. I apologize. I'm quite exhausted.
it is fine, but is it just me who is going, or all of us?
I think it's going to be everyone.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a prison, so I guess. All right, let's just get through the day and.
Well, so can you care to explain to me, like, what is so bad about that? I mean, we've seen quite a bit of the lovely countryside here.
I will explain to you. You are a man of theater and truths. Have you ever seen the illustrious play? What was the name of the play? Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh yeah. That was a classic. We would have productions of it all the time in the circus. It was one of my
Yes.
favorite stage performances, especially the parts where
is-
they create their own carriages.
Yes. It is that, but with a lot more murder.
Huh. There, you can add more?
You know, alright? Yes, it is not going to be
Now,
pleasant.
does
It is
that come with-
lawless.
Does that come with 1970s Mel Gibson, or is that a premium edition?
Oh, Gail Mipson? Gail Mipson,
Gel
the
Gibson,
wonderful.
sorry, yes.
Gail Mipson, the wonderful elf performer. Yes. No. But no, it is a lawless wasteland of thieves, murderers, and cutthroats.
Oh, so like Canada.
Yes,
Oh
like the Feywild region of Canada.
Yes. Wonderful.
It's pronounced Canadia.
Canada.
Canada.
The
No,
fictional
I'm
version
going
is
to be very.
Canadia. Please tell me Theo is watching.
Oh my god. Canada's now real
Canada. Sorry.
in this
Canada.
world.
We have
This is just
condensed-
like last time with North Korea, guys.
Hey, we.
Oh.
There's just condensed Earth now somewhere out there. It consists of Canada, North Korea, France, and Italy. I think at this point.
All right. So-
Interesting. Yeah. So what you're saying is we would survive quite fine, considering we have no issues with murdering folk.
Yes, I will be honest with you. In the time that I spent there, I either saw someone be murdered or murdered someone almost every day. So if we are going, we need to be prepared and to be ready. So
DM
It's just
table
the-
talk. How many times have we killed someone on each day? Has it been an everyday thing?
It hasn't been an everyday thing.
Because
No,
we
you have
definitely
spent-
are at
you
a
have
pretty
spent-
high rate.
So you have probably averaged. Well, no, actually, no, you haven't because you lost some of those fights. So as far as actual people go, and not just like ghosts, monsters, and other things, you've killed. I'm gonna give half for the crow lady, the crow golem. You've killed 5.5 actual human people over the course of about 3 weeks.
That's it?
Okay,
Yes,
now
but
add in
everything
all
else
the other
you killed has
skirmishes.
been a ghost, a zombie, a plant, or a non-lethal encounter, such as your one with the Noel Hans Ashling. So
Oh,
Do the 3
You guys have
donjon
actually
fights count?
only killed about 5.5 humans.
Who do those kills go to, by the way?
I do not have the exact count over who got the killing blow. However, the 2 instances when you actually killed humans, not just let humans get killed or things like that, were when you were killing all the goats and you murdered the 2 shepherds, and the people who were the staff of Ailish Manor.
Yeah, that was really fucked up, guys.
That was understandable. That
The
one
staff
was
of- yeah.
justified.
That was kind of like kill or be killed.
Group-
Other ones,
yeah.
nah, not so much.
You guys have had some
also-
escapades. You've fought against humans and humanoids, but you've not.
Semantics,
killed
but does
them,
the death of
as-
Caspian count towards that total as well?
No,
No.
it does not, because that's not someone you killed. Just as the lumberjack who died while you were escorting the lumberjacks does not count, because technically the plants or monsters killed those people, not the knaves.
Hmm.
So yeah, you've killed close to 6 people in like 20 days.
That's still a
Nice.
pretty solid rate. That's like every 3rd day.
Nice.
Like that's a healthy amount.
Yeah, when you put it as only been 20 days.
I don't have the exact day you arrived here. I believe you arrived somewhere on about, say, the 14th or 15th of Maris, and it is now the 30th.
Wait, what about those guards? Were those not or the security force? Was that a non-lethal encounter
Which security
killed them?
force?
in the bar?
Oh yeah, you did kill those people.
And all the gnomes.
Oh no, Tanola no.
I don't remember how many of those guys are, but yes, that would make it more people.
Yes, we kill a lot of people.
You
So
killed a
we
lot of
should be
people.
fine.
You
20
know what?
days! When you
When
put
you
that
when
in
you put it
perspective.
like that,
Yeah,
yes,
you've
we
been
should be
here
fine.
about 15 days.
Yes.
We haven't
When you
even
put it
been
like
here
that.
a full month. We're already getting exiled.
I like that. I imagine that in this instance, Torren and his lawyer are going back and forth as to how many people they've killed.
Yes, we're in the moment. Yes, we are counting all the people we killed.
Are
Uh,
we
yeah.
like together with the
No.
rest of the lawyers, or are we
No,
all in separate rooms?
You're each assessed separately, unfortunately.
Yes. So
Okay.
and then
Yes, so that is how many that we have killed. All right, actually, I am much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
There's
much
also
more in
one
there.
more. There's also one more, which will be coming up shortly.
Oh.
You'll see what I mean.
All right, so
There's
all right, so honestly, yes, I'm much more on board with this. Okay. Why don't you grab me a cup of coffee and we will get this show on the road. Yes, and what was your name again? Was it Gall?
Oh, my name
Golf
was
Finley?
It was
Paul
Woodman.
Woodman.
Paul Woodman. Yes. All right, Paul.
Can
Do
you
your
please
thing.
choose a different name, seeming as like you forgot your cover story, because that would be hilarious.
It would be, but
You
that's
stayed
the
up
one
all
thing
night. You can't remember the alias you did.
I don't remember much else, but I do remember the name. Okay. Would I have a moment before the
5%
trial to like
pleasure,
fix
50%
myself look a little
pain.
better?
What?
Can I like touch up my disguise?
Sure. You have the disguise kit.
Yeah.
Roll me a dexterity check for that with disadvantage. You can use sleight of hand if you're proficient. Otherwise, it's dex plus proficiency. Disadvantage.
Alright.
12.
Ooh.
So yeah. So your disguise ends up being it's pretty much decayed a lot. And you messing with it doesn't help. It's at about half its efficiency as it was before. Which is
Oh.
unfortunate, but it's not. It doesn't fall apart immediately, which is good. as you keep this going.
Okay. Well, as long as it's somewhat efficient. My client's already going to be taking a fall, so like, I don't need to keep up too much of a charade.
Yeah.
Just as
We
long
need
as
to
they
get
don't.
to enough of a charade.
Yeah.
you still have enough wits about you to gather that impersonating a a lawyer might not be the best. That might not be another charge you want.
Is it illegal?
Yes.
Wait, really?
You're practicing law without a license to practice law. You can't
Now,
just say I'm a
what's-
lawyer and become one.
What's a worse crime? To be fair, what is a worse crime? Being caught
Honestly,
in
impersonating the lawyer, because lawyers take that shit seriously and want to protect their income.
Okay, but what if I forge the documents? Is it more of a crime to be caught with forged documents?
That's just
versus
another
no
crime.
documents?
You're just adding forgery to the impersonation charge.
You're just making this worse for yourself. It's not an either or thing.
No, it's adding it on. It's not like you have cake or frosting.
But what if I want both?
Then you commit both crimes.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah.
Do not tempt me.
Anyway,
We'll be right back, unless you need me here.
well, I was gonna say we should probably, if you would like, we can get moving to the. You guys can begin to be transferred all the way to the. Excuse me. You can begin to be transferred out to Mikari through the echoes.
Okay, I'll be back in
for
like
your
2 minutes.
for your hearing. Yep. Yeah. So after a little bit of consulting with is there anything Gareth wants to say to his lawyers?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I still remember the plan from my notes, looking at them. So
All right. Yeah. All right. So you are now going to be taken to the hearing. So you are your hands are cuffed. There are runes on the cuffs actually don't link together. It's just metal bracelets with runes on them. So you actually have full range of movement, which is fun.
I used to assume I can't use magic.
You consume a lot of things. And
I mean,
yeah. You're put on a carriage, and it's actually a pretty damn nice carriage. Guards go in with you. Guards right up top. Second carriage pulls up for the lawyers. Lawyers get in, and you are taken. You are taken through the Ectos, which for those of you who are primarily spellcasters, which is all of you, it's kind of a sight. You see you actually pass right through the 6 spires, which is a ring of 6 towers reaching like fingers up towards the sky. Spires are said to house the greatest accomplishments and minds of each of the 6 fields of magic. The bardic, the clerical, the druidic, the sorcery, the wizardry, and the warlock bound. And you sort of pass. You sort of end up passing right under one. It is the Bardic Tower, and you can see just sort of the doorway itself is carved almost like 2 giant harps back to back. As you pass by this just magical nexus point. You are brought eventually to a massive hulking building that is the Mikari prison. This is just a squat Alcatraz building. Gate lifts up, and as you enter inside, you enter into a sunless but still lit courtyard. And you realize that the Mikari district is one giant compound. So even if you break out of your cells, as you know, Torren, even if you break out of your cell, you still have to fight your way through what is effectively an entire labyrinthine city filled with guards, lawyers, mages, traps, and other such things. This is a pretty hardy place. You are taken from your carriages and led into a small hearing room. It's not nearly as austere as you thought it would be for this society. It's a small, well-used room with benches lining the walls, which no one is sitting in, and a set of tables before a raised dais at which a young man is seated. He has long, sort of brown hair, sort of braided back into like the pseudo ponytail that men have sometimes. He is sitting. He looks like some sort of like colonial person from the Patriot.
Oh, yeah.
He's sitting up there, and a voice from, you're not quite sure, it's an unseen voice booms out. You have entered the 17th court of the grand city of Evernith. Judge Amadeus Dre presiding.
Amadeus.
You are all, the prisoners are situated at one bench, or at one table, and the lawyers at the other. He begins to look over paperwork which is presented to him from all of you, even Rockchild.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul Woodman.
How difficult would it be for me to get licensed after this? Like, can I take the exam?
I'm gonna kill you later. You're not making it out of this place.
Let me have a career
You're
change.
not living that long. You're not living long enough to find out. I joke, or do I? But he looks at paper. Knaves of Venzor, you have been charged collectively, but I see here that you have chosen to plead individually and have been represented as such. Trouble in paradise, is it? Band is breaking up after a short period of only 2 or some weeks. That's quite a shame. Always can use more cannon fodder for the wilderness, but that is neither here nor there.
Objection, speculation.
You are not a lawyer, be silent.
You're
Under
gonna
my
get
breath.
contempt of court.
You have
Yeah.
been...
Under my breath, I'm like, neither am I.
Now, since you have all pleaded the same, in your lawyer's forms, there's little use in reciting the charges. So I'll get straight to the point. The evidence against you is overwhelmingly substantial and undeniable. However, in light of the seeming whereabouts of your remaining members being as such unknown, this court will provide an opportunity for leniency. Should any of you be willing to reveal to this court at this time the locations of Rock the Child and Caspian Gray.
I can help with the second one.
Do pray tell.
He was killed in the Calchek forest.
We
Planted a coffee tree seed above his grave, or where he was buried.
Let the charges be added. Illegal horticulture.
What
You
the
did
hell?
something. It's a crime.
You're in a bureaucratic hellscape. Just tell him he
You have now
died.
been, the charge of illegal horticulture has been added, and with given its minor nature compared to the sheer litany before me, it will be consigned to the remain alongside all other charges as such to that of the individual known as Torren. Now, Torren, as I understand, you have a substantial life sentence currently outstanding. And yet,
Yes.
here you are alive and not in prison. Would you care to explain to the court how that came to pass?
Oh, I am just, thank my God, Karamikos. It is a miracle. He has brought me back for great things.
You'll add profaning the divine to the list of charges.
If I was profaning the divine, may he strike me down.
Gareth's just
Strike
like
it on the
looking up
record.
like,
I'd like it
give
noted
me-
that I was not struck
give-
down. Please put it on the record.
Give me an even or odds.
Odds.
80 even. As you say that, something heavy falls on the roof above your head. Everyone looks up for a moment, and then back down at you.
dude, that ain't working out for you, man.
I just like look over at the defendants and go, just stop.
I was
That is
not
your
struck.
client. You can't advise him.
I was not struck. Alright, I'm sorry. Continue.
Ron is just silent throughout this whole thing, trying to look as
Right.
like confused and innocent as possible.
Right.
If
Robin's
anything,
lawyer
you
is the
should have
only
prayed to
one giving
Eldris.
good
We've already
advice.
established he won't show up. He won't do anything. If I'm profaning the divine, may Eldris strike me dead.
That'd be the
The
only
ghost
time
of
he'd
Karamikus,
respond.
everybody. You know, you're all laughing right now. Yay, funny sound. But a man is dead up there.
What?
There's a dead man up
You don't know. He fell off the roof and broke his neck. All you know. Just
Is that number 7
no
and a half?
funny noise.
Oh no, it was an experimental flying vehicle. They crashed.
Ah, yes. You know, do the way much more solemn music now for our new tone.
R.I.P.
Yeah. So he looks over. It's like, as per the appeals of your lawyers, sorry, let's see. I see where. All right, so you will not reveal the nature of your exit from government custody. We must only assume that is illicit. We shall add to that jailbreak to the list of charges. Now,
I would like to state that I fully believe that my god Karamikus helped me get out.
just like,
Is this the devil made me do
Mr.
it case?
Mr. Woodman, is it? You are new to my court. Please advise your client that anything he says can, will, and is currently being used against him.
Torren, is there anything else that you would like to confess to the court while we are listing off charges?
I really don't want to do more work today.
Well then, my friend,
He
let
is
us
a
just
government
cut-
official, after
Let
all.
us just cut this short, correct? I mean, you clearly have the
Rocky.
list of charges. We have the agreement. Like, we understand that there are certain necessities that need to take place.
Very well. However, there is one final act before this court issues its sentencing. Bailiff, will you please reel in the exhibit? There is one charge to which none of you has been privy, as this charge rests on one of you solely on the shoulders of one of your absent members. Please bring forth the evidence. You see before you, in the remains of priestly robes, sort of slick, almost as if a person was burned alive and then doused in oil afterwards. Just black, icky mess of a human being just frozen in pain and terror. Their fingers curled and claw-like, their jaw unhinged from the force of their scream. Vague priestly robes rest around them. Everyone make a history check. Rockchild, disadvantage.
Oh, come on, I know what this is.
I'm going to have
Very
Robin
exhausted.
gasp in horror.
Yeah.
Unaware of what this is. So we're doing
I got a nat one, guys.
Nat 1. Barbecue gone wrong is Gareth's
Shit.
conclusion.
I got a 12.
12.
Whose corpse is
Thank
that?
you for that +5.
I got a 4.
Hey, wait a minute.
4.
What happened to our horse?
Yeah, we need the horse
Is that
to
the
roll.
horse?
Is that a horse? Is that our horse? Who did this
That's
to our
not-
horse?
That's a human being. That's a human being.
That's a human being.
No,
That's
can
not,
the horse
that's not a
please
horse.
be in the
Highest
back of the
roll
courtroom
is
watching?
a 12.
Highest roll is a 12.
So it's not until the judge says, "This is the priest of Malele," that it clicks with you. This is the warlock who attempted to heal Rockchild's blackening.
Oh,
This is what has happened to him less than a day later.
Yeah, right. Robin
This-
is still gasped in horror, but at the realization of what has happened, is gonna start crying a little bit, not audibly, but just like feeling
The-
horrible for this.
The Native American litter commercial tears. Just
I have to step away for just a moment. My dog is freaking out. Give me one moment.
You know how kid silently cries, in like they're not making any noise, but they're like just visibly crying and like distraught.
yeah, sure, you're doing that.
That is what Robin is doing right now.
This
They
is-
cannot.
Yeah.
They understand by the nodes that they, or whatever they're called, memory crystals, what has happened to this man and what he had to go through,
Mhm.
and is just absolutely horrified that they have inadvertently
Yeah, this is
caused this person to do
this
it.
is
So they're
clearly
gonna have
the
a wealth of guilt.
this is clearly the work of an unhinged maniac and a menace to all society. So I ask you again: do you have the whereabouts of your fellow knave,
to be fair,
Rock the Child?
to be fair, after the fight with the skeleton Draco Lich, he did kind of disappear. We're not entirely sure. He was there one moment, and then when the guards busted in, he was gone. I was trying to pull my friends out of the carcass.
Mhm.
Wait, so Robin technically doesn't know where he is, right?
Yeah, we don't.
Technically, both Gareth and Robin do not know that Rockchild is Paul Woodman.
Cool. Robin is going.
You actually can't give him up. I just thought it would be too funny.
Robin is going to. Be
Rock's just sweating there,
Making
just sitting there
me
like,
sweat here. Like I'm sitting here like, oh no.
Robin is gonna be like, I don't know. Did he do that? What the hell? Oh my god!
oh, I think I might know
And
what
it's
did
gonna
it.
start freaking out a little bit. They knew someone who did that.
I'm gonna whisper over to my lawyer. I think I might know what caused that.
Don't say anything. He's just your lawyer is just like he's got the weird like Pentagon briefcase thing, old
Listen.
school doctor kit. Just
Listen, it's not a matter. I'm like whispering to him, like, listen, it's not a matter of like legality at this point. It's kind of a matter of existential
dread.
threat.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. The judge is going to call order. Very well. In keeping with the precedent of this court, the city of Venzor and its backers, through the powers vested in me, And then as he's reaching for like a gavel to give his summary judgment, a messenger comes in through the back, begins to whisper to him, and there's a moment as he like turns and he's like, what? There's there's more whispers than other words, and like you Paul can see next to you the other two lawyers kind of give each other a look, almost if they know something you don't.
So the judge did a background check on me, didn't he?
Well, I'm gonna look over at the child, make sure they're okay.
Yes, please console
Okay.
the child as guilt is overwhelming them,
Yeah.
and they're legitimately,
Sure.
absolutely horrified and confronted with physically what you guys have all done.
Oh God, I'm too young to be a single dad.
Rockchild, roll me insight. Still at disadvantage because you are exhausted. Here we go. Again.
Oh.
7. The jig is up. The news is out. They finally found you.
No!
I'm still gonna pretend like I'm going down with the ship. This is a performance. I'm not breaking character. Even if I
This is a
think they
performance.
know, I'm still gonna full send it.
Yeah, rock
We're
me
gonna
on this.
gaslight them.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Gwen. I am going to use emotional manipulation on the judge. No, you're
Like,
just
the jig
remembering
is up,
things.
I'm a fucking gaslight them. I'm gonna make them think that
You're
they're
just crazy.
wrong.
You just had a
Justin?
long day. Like you don't mean this.
Justin, I know a feat that would have really benefited you right now, and it's actor.
Yeah, well, if I ever make it out of this alive, I will go with the actor feat because I am a performer.
I'll say, yeah, this is a pretty good. Like, I think you would have fought, like, even with the disadvantage, I think you would have really gotten it.
Cats
Well,
like
actor would have
gatekeep
bumped
girl
him up to like a
boss.
12 or something.
Increase charisma, advantage on deception and performance. So
Which
he
this
would have
is
just had a
So
flat.
you would have
so-
just gotten a straight.
This is an
Roll.
insight check, so it wouldn't.
I know,
saved
but
you.
his performance rolls would have been better for his disguise at least.
You mean the
Yeah, we had like
28
two
wasn't good enough?
24s for that shit before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like last time he rolled above 23 times as is, so it's not like he was losing on that front. It's just the disadvantage things are starting to come undone. But anyway, they kind of exchange a knowing look. They are it is a worrying look. Neither of them seem particularly enthused. Not that either of them have been enthusiastic to begin with.
I hope it's when I initially called for help of the premier. I hope the
Yeah.
premier's coming to help out.
Yes.
We need
You're
that
just
level of
taking
executive
the premier
pardon.
down with us?
Yeah.
He's not gonna be able to help us.
We need an executive pardon at this point.
I mean, we could probably blackmail someone. We do have the blackmail ability.
Guys, I think that's just gonna make it worse for our case.
Look,
Yeah, we'll
at a
take the
certain
quick-
point, it can't get worse. At a certain point, it cannot physically
Yeah.
get worse.
We could be sentenced to death and not exile.
Well, according to what Torren was saying, exile is about as good as death.
Yeah, but at least we have a chance to kill everyone else.
But at least we're all together again.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, there
Caleb,
you
what has
go.
happened is the judge was about
Yeah.
to sentence you.
I've heard all of it. I was on my phone listening in, so
Alright,
I am
cool.
all caught up. Thank you, though.
All right, good. Yeah. So the whispering continues from it. The judge, like, you just really. Okay, so like very, very much freaking out. He kind of, they're all, he's he's very much like, there has, as the messenger says, wait, there is, there's been a plea lodged against the proceedings of this court. By Her Royal Majesty,
Yes!
Princess Amara
Yes!
Stilio.
Moira just kind of, Torren just like,
I would not celebrate if I were you, gentlemen.
Oh no.
Hey. They're not binary. I point to the child.
But the child wasn't celebrating.
Well, okay, the child is still crying. It was just me very excited. I
I
would
know.
like to state that.
I know, but I am also going to be that asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Stick up for my character's gender. Everyone gets it wrong.
Exactly. This is the most important time
This
to do
court
it.
has defined that people are born as either a man or a woman.
Oh no! Pause.
This is the court.
Immediately
you thought this was an
retract.
island? No, this is the court of Texas.
Nope.
No, not Texas.
and this podcast.
We
becomes
at Isle of
a
Gaming do
fucking
not
horror.
stand by Colum Coleman's words on February 20th, 2023. The words were said
I
in
will
a
kill
gross
you.
I stand
This
by
is-
them.
I will do to you what she threatens to do to me.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
don't
trying
want
not
that.
to get us canceled.
Yeah. We are having fun here. We mean no ill will against the people of Texas, only its justice system.
Exactly.
Blame
Texas has
True
zero
Canada.
anti-trans people.
we can hate lawyers, people. It's okay.
Lawyers are the worst. As I look at
At
All
all
women.
women.
Lawyer
Uh,
lives matter.
no my
No.
as Caleb. Okay.
All
Okay.
right, gentlemen.
Serious.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
File has been lodged against the proceedings of this court by Her Royal Majesty, the Princess Amara Stilio herself. Majesty wishes to remind the court of the deeds and doings of her father, who first established this court, and its proceedings on the Isle of Venzor. And that it is the bones of her father which were so desecrated by the three of you.
Aaron.
As such, and in light of your refusal to yield to us the menace that is Rock the Child. Seriously, who the fuck is named Rock the Child?
Okay, so an explanation on his name, his culture, it is.
Fuck off! What are you doing?
I look
Oh,
over
no,
at
I was-
Gareth and like, yeah, keep going.
So, like, in his culture,
Your lawyer is like signaling you to be silent. Your actual lawyer.
Don't tell him he murdered a child. Okay,
it
go
was
ahead.
You say that out
1,000 years
loud.
ago.
You say that
was,
out
That
loud.
was Caleb's voice, not Torren's.
I don't care.
Caleb's
It was 1,000 years ago. That culture's long dead.
Yeah, thanks to one of the gods here.
To be fair, also, that corpse did attack us first.
As such, the
All right.
Knaves.
Menace of Rock the Child.
As such, the Knaves will be consigned not to simple exile beyond the gates of Ansderth. But you have been henceforth and immediately conscripted to the Black Chain,
No.
and the gavel hits the ground.
Am I still
What's the
under
black
effect-
chain?
Am I under the effect of the zone of truth?
Technically, if you would, if you would like to step forward and speak, please roll a Wisdom saving throw.
I purposely fail.
No
know
one,
that
no
I
one has
fail?
tried to say anything deceptive, really, so I haven't called for one.
Okay, no, I'm not going to lie. I'm not lying. I just want to double check that I am.
Yeah.
Under
No, if you
the-
try, if you do something that seems deceitful, you'll have to make the Wisdom save in order to say.
Okay, okay. What I'm going to say is that's fine. A sentence coming down from a whore who sleeps around with ne'er-do-wells and circus people. Fuck it!
You are immediately restrained by several bailiffs who appear out of thin air, like
Oh, did I
literally
lie?
phase
Do
into
I lie?
existence. They literally phase into existence.
I saw it in my eyes. Your twin is a whore.
Oh
And
my
then
I scream.
It seems that years of captivity have degraded the mind of this individual. As such, he will be remanded to psychiatric reevaluation in the Tower of Turf.
To be fair, he did have another person living inside him. I don't think that helped.
So Caleb just got himself sentenced to fucking.
Can you explain to me what the black chains are like table talk wise? Explain it to me.
I can send it to you if you want in Discord.
Yeah, please, because I need to know what we're trying to get out of here.
Yeah. You're now all going to be escorted out, unless you would like to do anything more.
I will get those teeth back.
Yeah. So speaking of which, you will get most of your gear back in a moment. However, there will be a few notable exceptions.
I feel like the goat hide's gonna be gone.
Yeah. So you are taken.
It was made into a beautiful top coat.
You are taken, and Justin Rockshot, you may follow at your leisure, but you are both taken out of Makari, down a short way. There's no carriage this time, and you are marched through what is kind of a shitty looking gate. There are the gate, there's rust on the iron. There's the road kind of turns to dirt almost immediately outside the gate. It's very much a used and not well maintained section. As you are led out through the fittingly named Gates of Justice. In the distance, about a day's march, you can see sort of a rising cliff face. That seems to make a narrow choke point around the road, sort of like a valley. A guard tosses each of you your things, and you get all your stuff back, except for the teeth of Cyrax, the skull of the golem of Miklas, the forged papers that Torren had, and the fleece of the giant goat.
I said I need the goat one. I want my teeth back though.
They're not yours. They're Cyrax's.
I glued it in their mine.
You have your stuff tossed at you, and you are told to march that way to the gates of Anderth. If you're not there in 2 days, you will be shot. If you attempt to turn around and come back through this gate, you will be shot. If you are found anywhere past the gates of Anders after 2 days, you will be shot.
Wait,
Is there anything we won't be shot for?
I thought we were going to Andropolis.
No, the princess made sure that we got a much more significant.
You were going to Amsderth.
Yes.
As was written. You're going to, and what was originally arranged to happen was you were going to be exiled to the gates of Amsderth, and your lawyer friends, the legitimate ones, were going to arrange with their various backers to have you come back in exchange for doing a few things for them out there.
Yeah.
Instead, what has happened is Gareth and Robin have been assigned to the Black Chain, and Torren has been sent to the Tower of Turf.
Yeah, isn't the Black Chain in Andropolis?
There is one in Andropolis. There's also another in Tywardurf. The Black Chain refers to a semi-legitimate mercenary company. It's actually 2 mercenary companies.
Okay.
One which is made up of the scoundrels, scum, and warlords of Tywardurf, The other of which is a respectable military service in Andropolis. So you're being sent to the you're being sent as like forced laborers to the Black Chain.
Okay, sorry. You said Anderth, so I got like really confused for a second.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
getting
The two A names kind of sound a little bit similar.
Gwen, you two are collectively Jon Snow getting sent to the wall, but much, much worse.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
basically the Black Gate, right? Where you're basically kind of forced to watch the gates of that separates Gondor from Mordor, right?
Yeah, kind of like that. Basically, what it is the Black Chain controls the Sea Chain. That runs through the entire caldera of Venzor. It is to be lifted up in times of war as like a means of preventing ships from entering the harbor. It's a giant chains, the two anchor points. One of which is out in the Tyward Earth. So you've been given your stuff back, and you've been told to march that way.
So, question for you, and this is for Rockchild, but how far am I from the royal castle?
So if you were not following them when you left, pretty far away, because you were in Makari, which is in the northeastern corner of the city. It is the northeastern corner of the city. The Chancellery and the Keep, which is where all the important people are, is at the geophysical center of the city. The city kind of spirals out from that point. So you're probably a few hours of walking. At least.
Yeah, I'm not gonna follow them to the gate. I'm instead going to make my way downtown, walking fast as the faces pass.
All right. And your goal is to get back into the Chancellery?
Yes, I wish to speak with our royal counterpart.
Okay.
Royal counterpart.
You come to a gate to the Chancellery. How do you propose to enter?
I should have thought of this ahead of time.
I can come back to you. I've got 3 other people to manage.
So is it possible
so
since the party's getting split apart, is it possible for me to find a place to take a short rest so I am no longer suffering the exhaustion?
you have to take a long rest to get rid of the exhaustion.
Okay, well, I think it's probably best if I take a long rest before I enter.
All right. What do you just find an alleyway and try and sleep in it?
No, I'll find a tavern or something and book a room for the night.
Yeah. This close to the Chancellery is going to be 2 gold.
All right. How much is the premium upgrade?
Half platinum.
Okay. Then I will pay the 2 gold.
It comes with a bath. It comes with a warm bath, actually. So you get a soak. So Rockchild is sleeping his worries away. The 3 of you, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess we gotta start walking. Me and Robin.
Yeah, I guess. So we're at the gates of Anderth, and we have to head to Tyward Earth, or
So
where are
you
we?
are at the gate. You're at the gate of justice to the city of Venzor.
Okay.
In the distance, you can see a point at which the ground rises up on both sides of the road to make like cliff faces in a valley.
Mm-hmm.
You are told that is the gates of Ansderth, and you have to make it there within the next 2 days.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll head there. I mean, we were planning on going there anyways, right? We're just headed to a worse place, right?
Yeah, you just head to a worse spot. It's gonna be harder for you to get out now. Because
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be harder for you to do things.
Yeah. I'm going to get on Diotals and start heading there.
So your horse is not with you. You left him, I believe, in the royal stables. Sorry, what?
I thought we brought him with.
You would not have had him. You would not have had him with you in the chancellery.
No, but I thought he was outside of there. Did they not return my horse to me?
No.
Nope.
So
You were not arrested with it, therefore it was not given to you.
So I'm on the road with them, right? I just have to walk myself to the fucking tower.
Yeah, you all three of you have to walk to the gates of
All right.
Anzurth. Basically, that's where you're going to be processed. People are expecting you.
Oh, I'm so sorry, little one, that you do not have a horse. However, you have your trusty steed, Torren.
And I will pick the child up,
Okay.
and the child will get a piggyback ride.
Awesome. Yeah, Robin will climb onto Torren's back and be like, Torren, I can't believe they didn't give me the horse back. You were such a trusty steed. Yeah, so like the child is just emotionally wrecked now that you took her therapy horse away, so
Yeah.
Oh, I will be
they're so sad.
your therapy horse.
I can't take you seriously, Caleb.
What is wrong? I say I be your therapy horse. You want that? Children. I don't think you respect
Alright.
elders.
Robin is gonna like pat like your scruffy head. So Torren, thank you. Thank you for taking the blame as well.
Of course. Also,
We're not going to a totally terrible place, are we? As they have no fucking clue what's happening.
well, it is not all that bad. You will have Gareth, and Gareth will look after you.
Are you lying to Robin?
Are you gonna
Hey!
roll an insight check?
I am gonna roll an insight check.
Roll persuasion or deception. Don't tell us which, but just roll and give us the number.
You're gonna have to beat a 17, just so you know that.
Cool. I rolled a 17 plus 4.
Okay, I have a 17 plus. Hold on, wait, my insight. Plus 2. All right.
So 19 to 21. You can't tell if he's lying. Seems honest.
Gareth, who I assume is looking at me while we're talking, I will say this because Robin is on my head. They don't see my face.
Yeah,
But my
that's
face
true.
is my Gareth. As I'm looking at you, like you'll have Gareth with you. My face is just notably very pale. As I say, it's not that bad. Also, I wanted you to all know that our good friend Rockchild is not a psychopathic murderer. He did not kill that person. At least not intentionally.
No, but he did it with the blackening, didn't he?
It was unintentional, I think. I think, they tried to fix him and they got hurt. I don't think he meant to do it. But also, he is fine. He is okay. I know this.
How do you know this?
Oh my God speaks to me. I'm just lying. No, he was. Did you not see it? His makeup was not that good. I'm going to be honest, but he was my lawyer. He was Paul Woodman with the fake beard and everything.
You didn't see that. Okay.
Yes, it's inside though. He is smart. He will be fine.
Okay, Robin, yeah, so Robin's gonna choose to believe Torren since he doesn't seem like he's lying, and they have no reason to distrust Torren since they have a good relationship, so that's gonna be fun to see that betrayal.
Sometimes you get a lie to your kid.
and
Sometimes you get a
Yeah.
Actually,
It's a
no,
good thing
no.
Torren's not writing a parenting book.
So, Torren, you're right. I figured out what my course of action is. I know what I'm gonna do, and I think there's a way to resolve this.
Are you gonna repeat what Torren said about the princess 2 cent princess?
Well, in theory, what my plan is
You're gonna blackmail the princess.
Oh no, this isn't gonna go well.
Yes,
No,
so when
it's
you put
not.
it like that.
Princess. The dragon princess.
Okay, I'm not afraid of no dragon.
She's being a bad dragon.
Listen,
Look, so my plan is when I wake up, I want to go to the royal stables. Under the
Okay,
guise
great.
of checking up
Oh.
for our horse.
I will get to you in just a second then.
Yes.
Torren, Gareth, and Robin. As you are walking along, the ground beneath you becomes increasingly just barren dirt, dead trees, and rocks. It's just quite unpleasant. And after a few hours, it's almost all uphill. And as we come to the end of the 8 hours that Rockchild is sleeping, you three of you begin to realize 2 days to the gates of Vansdirth might not necessarily be enough time. Someone may be setting you up for failure.
Aw, how sweet
Motherfucker.
of them.
It's like, yeah, probably is. It's gonna be close. Is how it seems at the moment. Rockchild, free of the paperwork that Caspian inserted the word "the" into your name. You want to go to the royal stables to find Dioltas?
Yes, but more importantly, to check upon our steed.
Dioltas is the steed.
Yes.
Are well broken in. Oh, I'm sorry, the other speed.
Cullum, I hope you appreciated the joke that Rockchild doesn't actually know the horse's name.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't. I'm trying to communicate with the player effectively.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
So, with my teleportation, I can teleport someone with me, but I can only do that 2 times a day.
No, you can't teleport other people, but you can do it 2 times a day.
I thought I can teleport other people, but when I use Misty Step, I can only teleport me.
Are you talking about your racial ability?
Yeah.
Yeah, your racial ability, you can use that like 3 times a day to teleport. It's just you.
It's just me. I thought I used it to teleport someone
We
else
did-
because it's a different edition.
Yeah, we did, but then we realized so there's 2 versions of it depending on which version of the race you took.
Yeah.
One says once per day, you can teleport yourself and up to 1 other person.
Hmm.
The version you have says up to you can teleport yourself a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per day.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you have multiple uses that reset every time you go to sleep.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
I wouldn't be able to use Misty Step to get us at least like 90 feet closer.
Are you casting the spell Misty Step, or are you using your teleporter?
I would be casting. Now, if we don't reach the tower on time, we will be killed.
He said you'll be shot if you're not in the gates of Ansdirth in 2 days.
Okay.
This doesn't necessarily mean death. Like it could be a shot to the foot.
A shot to the heart, and who would be to blame?
Shot to the foot, but that's okay.
There we go.
I've got a wheelchair anyway. Please tell me we're not streaming.
Oh no, it was up.
No.
Technical difficulties
Hell
in Dragons
yeah.
Returns. Yeah, this is what happens whenever things break down. It's a horrible, horrible, tortured existence for all of us.
I'm
yes.
No, I
Yeah.
feel terrible.
All right. So when we last lost you, wonderful internet people, and we do apologize for that. Rockchild, you were heading towards the the royal stables. All right, that is outside the city. Yeah. Are you certain you wish to do that? All right, so you exit the city. No real checks there. They're more concerned about what's coming in than what's going out. And I assume that you exit by the same gate through which you entered, because that's the one that has the royal stables out by it. I believe that is the Chancellor's Gate. No, you do not. Yeah.
I just wonder if they're gonna check passports when you leave. Rock the
That
child.
doesn't get checked, and you leave in the city. And the yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like in
okay.
a country, they check when you leave and they check when you
Listen,
come in.
I'm just terrified.
Yeah, but but basically, when you go into Vatican City, Vatican security really only stops you on the way in. Yeah, it's kind of that. It's a little bit of that type of logic. All right, so yeah, roast is right there outside the gate. You go in. Gildas is in there. Yep, he's just in the stable, chilling. Only horse.
Oh, baby.
No, but he's heads bobbing. Owner of a lonely horse, much better than the owner of a broken horse.
You feel horrible, Column.
God damn it.
I'm just like fancy Palpatine. Of course, I make you feel bad. Roll animal handling. Interact with the horse.
Oh no.
Just for the hell of it.
He's so getting kicked.
So getting bit.
That one. Where's Gildas' stat block?
It's towards the top.
There it is. Gildas. Yeah, but he's halfway down the.
All
right, let's
his
see,
strength is 18.
All right, so Gwen, just for you, because this is Robin's horse, I'm gonna roll for the story of the pretty pink.
Dude, come on, give me the teal.
I'm keeping the teal. That is gonna be a 16 to bite.
To bite! Yikes!
To bite Rockchild on his sleeveless sleeve arms. Rockchild will take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from the force of the teeth. They just sort of crush down.
No, my
draw a
God!
blade on the
Fucking
horse.
kill my horse. You piece of shit! I will fight you.
One arm is in its mouth, so you just got the knife in the other hand.
You say with a knife out?
You brought the knife out to de-escalate the situation?
What are you, the U.S. police system?
Speaking of, drawn by the commotion behind you now is the stable hand Aster Orel, who just looks at you and goes, "Are you seriously mugging your own horse?" I can see why. This is like the most assertive he's been. Yeah.
What the fuck?
That is
That's
a
what
lie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the horse. What do you mean there are no horses in Faerun? Faerun. You're just freaking weird, man.
I'm not a horse girl, so I keep trying to murder him.
You're just. How fortuitous for me. Sure you do. You murdered a priest. Everyone's talking about it. You weren't that nice to me last time you were in here either. I don't care. You can probably take the horse and go. Amara is the princess. Why?
That's a good question.
I don't understand what any of that means. No, what is a grippy sock? The Tower of Turf.
No!
Yeah, no.
I beg of ye, please help us, assist us. I will roll for persuasion if you dare.
I'm just gonna check one little thing here. No, you're not gonna need to roll for persuasion. Because he's going to he's gonna walk up to you and goes. He's gonna go. Well, just so happens that you're quite the catch.
Oh.
around here. So, what are you really hanging around this place for?
Look, how honest do you want me to be? Because I will be entirely forthright, but I need you to trust me when I tell you.
Trust's a hard thing to come by, man.
You're asking a lot of me as to why I'm sticking around in a place where I am clearly wanted and clearly people are talking about me. Why would I put myself at additional risk if not for a great necessity?
You're a murderous sociopath who killed a priest in cold blood. Rumor has it you burned him alive and tore out his innards.
Again, I will tell you the truth as to what happened, but you will not believe me unless you trust me.
And I'm not gonna trust you just out of the gate. You're an asshole who, like, half strong-armed your way into...
Can I please roll for persuasion
business.
for him to give me even an inkling of trust so I can tell him what happened?
He's asking you what happened. You're saying, do you trust me? And he's going, no.
Well, he's
Tell me
not
what
going to believe me
happened.
then.
That's on you. You gotta tell. You want to roll something? You gotta tell him something.
My friends and I were investigating mysterious circumstances in the Kalchuk forest, and we encountered the Blackening.
He said the dang!
Yeah, I was expecting something more thunderous and, like, grand, and it impacted me in ways that I'm not quite sure yet. And the priest was trying to assist me. I'm not trying to become a victim of this wretched curse. And I will, like, specifically say that knowing that Don John is somewhere inside of me, so I hope he's able to tell, like, I'm genuine, like, I am trying to rid myself of this.
Are you really, though? Because 2 sessions previously, aka yesterday, you dug into yourself, found the Blackening, and embraced it like a lover.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure what would happen, and now I'm scared, so I want to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm frightened.
I mean, you are allowed to revoke consent when with a lover, so I think you should be allowed to switch.
It was one of those things, like, I was enamored by looking at the memory crystal and seeing how much power he wielded, but then we also saw them.
I will let you roll persuasion to see just how this goes. We'll let the dice decide.
Oh dear God. Oh.
It's your best skill, but the dice have not loved you over much.
And I'm not able to use Bardic Inspiration on myself, am I?
That is correct. Bardic Inspiration helps others, not you.
Okay. Persuasion, please believe me. The fate of the world depends on it.
Oh my god! That is a baller ass roll.
Please believe me, I wouldn't be here if not for great danger.
He is horrified, to put it mildly. This is someone, you gather, that has lived through the existence of the Blackening. You know, the whole journey here, all that stuff, like, actually part of this damn society that knows it and fears it. So he's completely horrified that you admitted to being in league with the devil. Literally.
He doesn't know I embraced it. He just knows I'm trying to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've been just working. Good. Kind of sighs for a second. Just goes, I'm gonna have to do this on principle. You understand? But no hard feelings.
Ooh.
I mean, he's gonna punch you in the face. He's gonna spend a key point to do it 2 more times.
Wow, that's just a little excessive.
This is a
Go to
monk?
sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. All right. First strike is a 25 to hit.
That hits. Fuck.
Second strike is a 24.
That hits.
And third strike is a 23.
Okay, so he just like straight up decks me 3 times in the face.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. All right. First strike does 5. Second strike does 8.
Okay.
Third strike does 6.
Ooh.
I love
Hey,
that
don't
he
forget
did
your
this on
thing.
Principle.
I
Don't
know,
forget-
Aaron. I know. That knocks me down,
Yeah.
but I get up again.
He's like, just go to. He's like, oh shit, just go to sleep, man.
Come on, one more time, one more.
All right, he's gonna roll to hit you. He's gonna roll to hit you another time.
Oh, come on, why?
That is going to be a 14.
That's my armor class. That's my AC.
Oh, so he just hits you.
Ugh.
5 points.
All right, then I'm down.
We're gonna get to where Rockchild wakes up in a minute.
Oh, good God.
I want you to know that I had to sit there and be conscious as this kid just keeps punching me in the face.
You gotta love the monk. Astorel, 19 points, 1 round. So, as we come back, we're gonna jump back to the 3 of you who are walking. Torren, you wanted to roll to see how far it was. It was, yeah.
My total roll was a 14. So
14.
so,
You know
yeah.
it's gonna be so you know it's gonna be close getting to the gates of Ansderth in just 2 days. You're probably going to want to run, not walk some of the way. The gap right now for you would probably be about an hour or 2 behind. Not so much that like you're going to like need to march through the night, but like you're gonna want to jog the path, not walk it.
quick question. Could
Yeah.
we walk all night? Like take a full 24 hours or so, get exhausted?
Yes, you can walk all night. You will take a point of exhaustion at dawn.
Yep.
And if you do that again, you can just you can take a second point.
Yeah.
However, if you walk all through the night, that's another 8 hours. So if you were to walk the full 20, yeah. So that would put you at, you would have to walk about half a day after that if you were to walk through the night, I think, because it's 2 days to get there. So if you were to walk through the first night, that would take 8 hours off of the 2 days to get there, so to speak. So it'd be 1 2/3.
We'll run. I don't know.
Time math is hard. I'm like adding and subtracting at the same time to do this.
Yeah, we'll just like walk and take exhaustion. We're just gonna get there.
Yeah, so you're gonna go through the night.
Yes.
Cool.
Also, I'm going to make sure that Gareth and I will take turns holding the child so they can get some rest.
Great. Who's holding their stuff?
We'll
Probably.
like if it's like a
Can
bag.
I hold my own stuff?
If you that's yeah, are you holding your own stuff?
Yeah, I'm holding my own stuff.
Or did like it's like all right, so it's pretty Robin's pretty heavy up there. Robin, after about 8 or so hours, 8, 9, 10 hours of walking as you do, the weight in your
I can
pack-
pull my own weight here for a little bit,
the weight in your pack, now that you're calm again, you've been walking,
Mhm.
you notice just from the sheer amount of time it's been here, the shifting of the weight, something's off. In a bit of an important way.
Robin notices this?
Robin notices something something's off in their pack. Like the weight has shifted. Pack feels heavier than it is supposed to, and it feels like the weight's not so much moving with the jostling of like being carried, but with something else.
So while I'm on Torren's shoulders, can I grab my pack and like look through it?
Roll me just roll me I'm gonna call it a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
To try to manipulate this object without like shoving it into Torren's eyes.
Oh, this is great because I have a -1 to sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Come on, dice gods.
Reasons why Robin should not try to be a rogue.
So, like, how hard is this DC?
What's the number?
7?
No.
Torren, your vision is suddenly obscured by bags and shit.
Gareth, you
It's
lead the
stunning.
way. I can see.
It's,
Sorry, just a minute. I'm investigating something.
That's
Child,
fine.
what are you doing?
Something feels wrong. I think there's something extra in here.
Extra.
Read
Is
all
it my
about
teeth?
No,
Is it with the
no,
dragon
it's
teeth?
not your teeth.
God damn it.
So I'm gonna continue investigating. What do I find?
You open it up, like you push past the bedroll, a couple other things that have just been hastily shoved back in your pack with like no sense of care to them.
Yeah.
And after a moment or two of getting in Torren's eyes, just sort of shaking through it all, up pops Sturge.
I say with unease yet excitement.
Yeah. On his head is a rune. Well, you
Oh my God,
realize
I'm gonna
now
be
you have
so
not
excited. I'm
seen
gonna
in
start
like 10
tearing
hours.
up.
It's been a long 10 hours.
Yeah. I'm going to take one of my hands and I'm going to like cup Rune up and I'm gonna like be like, I missed you so much. And yeah.
Yeah, sure. Just come back, stethoscope. You gather what Rune intends to use the bat's echolocation for.
Yes.
This is
Sturge, you cannot have my animal familiar, okay? Also, what exactly are you doing in my pack?
well, things went very, very wrong, and now we are helping.
Well, thank you. How are you supposed to help? What should we do?
Well, yeah. Well, things were going the way they should. Everything, I heard it all from the case, and then they didn't, because because somebody decided that they were going to mess with the princess's father, and that doesn't really end well for anyone. Well, now it's gonna be a lot harder to get you out of the Tyward Earth. Yay! So we are here to help. Now we're going in with you, but not like with you. We're not doing any of that dangerous shit. We're just sort of coming along to retrieve you when the time is right.
Fair enough.
Also, it's dangerous out here, and I don't want to go alone.
It's dangerous
so
to go
by
alone.
we,
Take
you
this.
mean you and Rune? Or
We are helping.
is okay. I'm gonna put Rune like on my shoulder or like under my hair or something like that.
It's like you really don't. It's like He said, Rune just sort of looks at Sturge looks at Rune. Rune just looks at Sturge and's like, they don't get it, do they? It just kind of shrugs, like, yeah, most people don't get it. Do you have any idea how vast the network of familiars is on any plane of existence?
I
So many
am
wizards.
just 10. I would like to reiterate that. I'm only good with spells.
Yeah. So are most of the people with familiars. They are helpless idiots. And, well,
Okay.
we, the Cats of Holding, are also, shall we say, trans-dimensional constructs designed to serve magical beings. Like the familiars, although the familiars are, shall we say, spiritual, and are made to serve organic beings and magical beings. So, we talk to each other.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you have friends, Rune.
Yeah.
Pat's Rune.
And
associates
on Venz-
obviously, yes.
yeah. And on Venzor, Everness is the single largest hub for all of it. So, we are helping.
Well, thank you very much.
We are sending the word out, back, and we are helping you.
Okay. Everyone hears this. I don't have to relay this to anyone, do
You
I?
don't have to realize, he's just in your pack, in front of Torren, just talking this semi-nonsense about how he's helping you.
Okay, well, you want to stay in the pack, I assume? You can just get back in there then.
Yeah, this is fine. Pack is nice.
Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of shove everything back.
Your clothes into the cat.
Damn it. Sturge, while you're in there, could you not take a bunch of my stuff? Is there any way you can, like, shut off your portal?
No.
Sturge?
Not at all.
Sturge, this would be the exact opposite of helping if you
Wait.
are just taking my stuff in my
Surprisingly, your pack keeps getting lighter now.
Hey, Sturge, do you have the teeth?
I can get you teeth. How many teeth do we need?
I need at least 2, and they have to come from Cyrax.
Not even dental. He's just got electrical pliers.
I just like it. I just imagine Sturge just like his head popping out of the bag, just going, "How many you need?"
We can get teeth.
I love that. I can get you teeth. Not the teeth you want, but I can get you teeth.
Listen, it needs to be
Some of them
Cyrax's
may
teeth.
Some of them
How much
may
gold
even
do you
be
need?
your own.
Listen, I earned those teeth by killing him again.
Everyone in the party wakes up with Novocaine jaw. I got teeth. Yeah. All right, we're gonna cut back to Rockchild now because we're doing split the party. Rockchild, it's a few hours. You begin to come to. Roll me a perception check. You had your long rest before you went to the stable. No, you're at like 1 HP. You're like coming back at 1. 5. It's dark in here. So you are aware of a few things just by the fact that you are conscious. The ground under you is stone. It is cold. You are lying in a pile of your own drool. It's very dark. You're not really restrained. But you do feel the heavy bracelets on your wrists. that seems to be similar to what you saw get placed on the fellow Knaves during their trial, which were removed at the end of the trial after you guys got kicked out the gate, got your stuff back. And the marble has made it just painful in your face. It has not helped the punching bruises.
Oof.
Yeah, but it's also hard. You've been like, Well, you can try and do something. You can try and look around. You can't really see a door or anything with a 5 perception. Like, it's too dark. Sure, roll an investigation check to kind of crawl around and go looking. 6. You find an empty hamper. Like, you just sort of, and just, like a wicker basket falls over. Just crawling around.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did Rothschild suddenly get roped into a secret society that actually knows about the blackening? Oh my god, are we gonna help?
There's like a one of those like paper changing screens in front of you, and they're just waiting for him to like get up and pull back there, but he can't do it.
Is this Rothschild joining the Order of Phoenix? I love a good secret society.
So after several moments of flailing around aimlessly in the dark, you don't really get anywhere. You don't find a wall, anything. You're just kind of like trying. You're like, wow, Aster Orel can punch. Mm-hmm. How loudly do you do this? All right. Well, that's a 5 on the dice, so no matter what, there's no response. that's a 5. All right. All right. Does it? Do it here? Nope. You're just in the dark. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. You can take another minute to like guide yourself, try and like listen or search, like try and reorientate yourself if you want to do another check of either of those. I'm just having fun letting you flounder around, see if you can find new ways to do things.
Jesus
That
Christ.
The next hamper's full. Heavy cloth rains down on you, and barding falls on you. Chain and leather. You are buried under what is in a truly impressive amount of barding. At this, you hear a chair scoot against like the wooden chair on stone floor, and footsteps approach.
Hey
You are
guys.
buried under like 200 pounds of barding.
Column, there's no audio coming from Justin.
Oh, my bad.
And Zoom is lighting green, but it just doesn't have any audio.
All right.
Well, I should be good now. Yeah, sorry.
All right. Do you think the recording hears us?
Hopefully.
Recording, hear us.
I think I just had my microphone muted on my end. My bad.
Yeah, that's it. So you flounder around. You're just buried under the barding, like several hundred pounds. The chair scoots back. Do you try and do anything buried under the barding?
Just hide, maybe, until I can see who
Roll
it
a
is.
stealth check to try and bury yourself further under the barding.
Get a 2, get a 2, get a 2.
Stealth.
Yep.
22.
There's a lot of clothes. It's dark. You hear "ee," and sort of the was it? It's the French door where like it bends and folds to the side.
Okay.
Oh, like one of
An
those
accordion
privacy
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the accordion, where it just does that.
Yeah.
So that happens. Shedding some light in the late afternoon sun that it is now. Over the sheer mess of elegant robes, clothes, and what in the light is now very clearly dragon armor. They look around. Don't appear to see you. Sigh and go, son of a bitch. At which point, another, much more familiar voice goes, really? Language, darling. Rockchild, please roll history to recall who these voices belong to.
Yes!
Nat 20. The first voice you heard before, yelling at Astor Orel in the royal stables. It is that of Amara, the dragon princess. The second voice is that of Colleen, the cat of holding.
Nani?
At which point you hear the figure like partially turn, just that half step, and very emotionally say, "Do not today." It's clear that Amara is very upset.
That it's perceived that I escaped, or that I'm trying to reach her.
You don't know. She seems very much emotionally distraught at the moment.
You know what? Since I can
Might have something to do with her father's remains being desecrated. Who knows?
All right, then.
Listen, it wasn't entirely my fault.
Yes, it was. It was entirely your fault that you looted him, and you got the child to loot him as well.
We also broke his bones anyway.
Anyways, can I emerge from the pile
I literally
of clothing?
exploded the head.
I want to do so in a very
Sure.
nonchalant, but like, oops, this thing fell over on me in the dark, and
Please roll athletics to bench press the 200 pounds of armor on you.
14. Can I
14.
shrug it off?
Like his head just pops out.
Yeah.
Like a nerd, like a nerd at a gym. Just very slow, very feeble, just shaking. What? Push up. As you just she just turns back and just reaches over with one hand, grabs the barding, flings it off you, and tosses into court. With the next hand, reaches through her clothes and pulls you to your feet.
Oh, can I take a moment after that? Damn.
Sure. You see before you, for the first time, Amara, the dragon princess.
Oh man.
You see a young human woman. Her hair is pure silver, not just white or silvery, it looks like you could mint a silver coin out of it.
Ooh.
Pulled back in a bun. It's a much more adult and older hairstyle than what you would expect on was essentially a woman who appears to be about 20. Silver and blue classic medieval dress. And just cold, steely, reptilian eyes. Behind you, as you can see now, is a room. There are carpets and rugs, a elegant gold and silver leaf like master bedposts. There's a desk with some crystal balls on it, next to which sits a familiar calico cat.
Oh, hi, Colin.
And stacked up on the floor, wall to wall on one end, are just scrolls and books and bookshelves.
Whoa. That's like the library I accidentally knocked over.
You are hauled out of her closet and put on the ground.
Yeah, Rock's coming out of the closet.
Look, if it's by being dragged out by an Amazonian woman, I will come out of that closet.
Yeah, can I trade places real quick?
Yeah.
Rock is living the bard's dream.
Her body is deceptively frail looking.
Yeah, but if she got the strength to pick me up,
Yeah, like I'm talking like, this woman has the body type of Queen Elizabeth, but the strength of Hulk Hogan.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. That's what I gotta say.
The first Queen Elizabeth, not the new one.
Oh.
Well, can you really call her new anymore?
Anyways, can I speak with her? Or does she talk to me as she throws me to the fucking
Would you like
ground?
to speak to her? Or is she just hauling you out of the closet right now?
Yeah, well, if she throws me to the ground, then can I kneel before her and say, my liege?
She has you hauled on your feet, kind of lift you out.
Then I will bend over and go, my liege, it is a great honor to speak with you.
Well,
a bonnet falls off the back of your neck.
I apologize about the laundry situation as I rid myself of loose articles of clothing.
He kind of looks at you you kind of look around Colleen, who has been seemed very bashful when you first was really intent on you right now. There is a moment of quiet as Mark doesn't appear to know what to do with this situation.
I hope that Aster may have relayed some information, or did he just drop me off here without any prior warning?
Speaking of the boy, did you two really just shove him in my closet? She turns back to Colleen and is like, "You put handcuffs on him, I think."
As I look down to my new
What happened
bracelets.
so fast? Yeah, you are wearing the bracelets, glowy rune bracelets. And she says, "Whatever, just get up, just get up." He's and she just wilts into her chair by the desk, the one she presumably exited to fetch you out of the closet after you started floundering around in her clothes.
It was dark, and I got hit in the head. I'm pretty sure I'm concussed.
That's not the only thing you are.
Well,
Colleen's like, "No, he's about the same."
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Yes, you do.
Anyways, I'll continue. Did Aster relay the information as to why I wanted to speak with her?
They're like, "Yeah, he told us what you said. Hasn't told me why I shouldn't freeze him in ice right now." And she kind of looks at Colleen. Colleen just sort of does the cat equivalent of a shrug. Yeah.
Look, I understand that the situation's not the best. However, there's a few things that I need your assistance with, and I am afraid it's quite dire. My friends and I are in and everyone's in great danger. And I'll pause for a minute, and like, you could see that Rockchild's getting like actually worked up. Like, all the facade kind of fades away, and he's like genuinely breaking down into tears. He's like, my friends just got sent to the Black Chain, and there's the blackening that is spreading through the forest. We saw it in the Kalchuk forest. The priest tried to help me, and he's dead. Everyone's heard about that, apparently.
Oh my god, we're getting Rockchild character development. He's gonna die next, isn't he?
Yeah, no.
Well, he has been consumed by like a true dichotomy of yin and yang.
But like, I'll plead with her, like, the reason I need my friends back from the Black Chain and for her to revoke her sentencing of them is purely based on the fact that we are investigating the blackening and we are trying to figure out how to solve this issue. Otherwise, we're all screwed. Like, it's clearly spreading, and Venzor isn't safe. Like, if I die for this cause, that's okay. I will be yet another martyr for this cause. But do you want to sentence an entire, like, population of people to death?
Like, Amara's just being like completely like steely-eyed track. I just thought the longer I take, the more you spill your guts.
Damn
But,
it, you
they are going
beautiful
to-
stoic dragon goddess.
I'm gonna they're gonna speak now. They are gonna respond. So Mara just kind of just, you know, looks at Colleen, and Colleen just looks and goes, "You meddled in something that wasn't yours to meddle in, and well, this is meddling." Mara's gonna respond with just like the most bitter glare you've ever seen come off of a human face. It's downright vicious. And Colleen's just gonna take it in stride and goes, "For once, it's true. For once, that's actually true."
Do I know what they're referencing in meddling? Like, we shouldn't have fucked with the blackening, or we shouldn't be taking on these quests?
Colleen is telling Amara that she meddled with your sentencing, and this is the consequences of that.
Oh, okay. Colleen
And
meddled.
Amara did not like that, and at like a almost disproportionate level to what was stated, like, didn't like it. And,
like, she felt it was too harsh or not harsh enough.
like, for what Colleen is saying to Amara is being unusually hostile.
Oh.
You desecrate one person's father's corpse and they don't get over it. Come on.
And she said, maybe these knaves should have thought of that before they did what they did to my father.
I apologize on their behalf for that. We did not understand that it was your father's grave to begin with. Secondly, my friends, the two of them who looted the corpse, they are not of this world. They are of the Fae, where normal rules and social practices are not bestowed upon them as they are for us. Clearly, we are raised in ways...
Do not lecture me on the Feywilds.
I basically just try to say, like, they're of the Fae and, like, they are just stupid. And look.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, ignorance has never won any courts.
All right, let me say this then. Grant us penance, not forgiveness. I look for penance for this issue, and what I will do is leave us to figure out the blackening problem. Leave us to try and solve it. There are two possible outcomes for you, both of which are positive. Either we figure out the problem, and everyone is saved and you can take the glory, or we become yet another casualty of it. Either way, we are no longer your problem.
I think that's how our solution is everything. We will, you pay us $100 and we'll fuck off.
Yeah, it's the I get paid not to sing strategy.
Yeah. Hey, it worked for Christmas carolers in the 1600s.
Look, I'm basically just trying to say, like, hey, please spare us and my friends, and we'll try and figure out what the hell's going on, because we have no idea, and apparently everyone freaks the fuck out and doesn't, like... Now, would they know who Don John is?
She should.
Possibly. You know what? I'm going to have you roll me, as you're in this room, roll me a perception check just to use your eyes.
Okay. 3.
Womp.
Womp.
Jesus Christ, you are blind.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like, I told you, I'm breaking down. Like, I'm having a mental breakdown here. Like, I'm opening my soul.
You're having a breakdown for like the most indifferent audience of the year.
I know, and like, I'm trying to convey how serious this is and like how much we are trying to help, and like, I just don't want my friends to die. Like, my family died 1,000 years ago. And like, everything I know and love is gone. This is the only family I have.
Oh, that's so sweet. Amara is just... She just sighs and just... Whatever. Go seek your victory. You will not venture beneath the archives again. The Hall of the Hydra is sealed. The Hydra is dead. Father is dead. They were all fools to think they could do what you propose now.
Can I do a quick insight check to see if bringing up Don John's name would frighten her or like excite her?
Sure, roll an insight check. In the name of God, get out of the single digits.
How's a 15?
15. All right, insight check here. She would be. You gather if you brought up Don John. You gather this was probably someone she knew personally. You also gather that there is a very strong mix of almost bitterness or regret when she says that when she talks about them being fools and dying. Like there's a sense of almost almost the worst part is I didn't die with them kinda.
Is I can't help them, yeah.
Worst part, granted, she was probably a child at the time.
Ooh, maybe she was supposed to be the other magic user since Don John wasn't going to be there.
Don John was there.
Oh no, for the magic ritual.
You don't know.
I don't know. That's not speculation.
As I'm sitting there and as she says that, I'll say, we've also come across some remnants of a powerful mage who I believe you might have known.
Do you attempt to invoke Don John?
I will say his name, but I don't necessarily want to invoke him right then and there. Does he try to take control, though, is the question.
So you say Don John. She looks at you and goes... She looks at you and goes, what of it? Been dead. Like all of them. Never come back.
What if I told you he may only be dead in the physical form?
I would tell you to speak plainly. Make a charisma save.
A charisma save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don John is charisma, and the blackening is wisdom.
Walk!
How's a 10?
10 fails.
Okay, so does he take over?
So as you are talking, he does take over. However, it's not like how you've seen it with Torren.
Oh no, Touch has been corrupted by the blackening.
Your eyes flicker blue, sort of like a flashlight going, like doing Morse code. The whites of your eyes, the pupil, all of it is like pitch, inky, swirling black.
Oh no.
And the blue irises flicker in and out before catching and stabilizing. Hey there, Kip. And like your body just kind of convulses, like Ultron when he's in the broken suit.
Ooh.
Oh, strings on me.
Yeah.
Wish I could say it was good to see you now. And it just starts like almost choking. She just sort of looks at him and says, "What happened? What is this? I'm in here now. You're so big. You're so grown." He kind of almost reaches out to touch her, and then rakes his hand back. Your hand, this is incredibly painful for you, by the way.
Yeah, I figured.
It didn't seem painful for Torren, but this is like burning needles inside your skull.
Well, it's also the blackening conflicting with Donjon, so it's kind of a fun little mix.
Probably.
I'm making like a kitty cocktail of just death.
Yep.
Justin, you have probably single-handedly derailed the entire concept of separating Donjon and the blackening just by having both inside you.
The darkness is bound to us now. It has bonded with this creature like before.
Can I try to take over now? Can I try and reassist?
Yeah, sure. Roll me another charisma save to try and fight back. Be careful.
23.
It is not safe for you. And your head wrenches back and you come back in. There's just silence, but it is now complete and utter horror from both Colleen and Amara.
You see why it's of utmost importance we fix this, and I cleanse this curse.
They both kind of look at each other, then look at you, and Amara begins to Godzilla. Boom, 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 boom. What do you do?
I will try to hide. Well, not hide, but protect myself. Put myself between her. Please don't. I pose you no harm. I promise. I mean no harm. I want to fix this. I want to be better. I just want to go back to my elephant.
As you make your plea, make a dex save.
'Cause I'm in too deep, and I'm trying to keep.
All right. I gotta check one thing against that, as shit goes to hell. Where is the stat block? Where is the stat block?
Come on, please help me save Rock. This is a plea from a dying man.
All right. Icy
Technically,
cold.
it's conflicting with the plea of another dying man.
He was
Icy
already
cold
dead.
blasts
he's
across
dying
the
again.
room. You feel the temperature drop and you dive. The air around you is flash freezing. And Colleen tumbles into you, having leapt off the desk.
Oh no.
You feel frostbitten cold start to seep into your skin. And Robin,
Yeah.
perched atop Torren or Gareth, you have the best view of this. As apparating out of the sky about 20 feet up is a very cold-looking rock child. No, please! He falls into the sky.
Shit.
It's not high enough for you to take damage,
Oh, thank God.
but Colleen
I was
does
about to
ride
say,
you
what
down
spells do I have that can help him?
as she tuck and rolls with you and just gets up. Well, that went the worst way possible.
What
So
the?
cold. So very cold.
Oh, look, it's my lawyer.
I still can't believe he
What
was
did
a
you
lawyer.
do now?
I tried everything I could.
What'd you do? Blackmail the princess?
Worse. I told her the truth.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she is unfit to rule that bad dragon.
Okay,
Colleen's
so
gonna look at
I'm
you.
going to have produce flame, and
Yeah.
I'm going to hand Rockchild the flame so that he can warm up a little bit instead of throwing it out, because I can hold the flame in my hand. I feel like I can just hand it off. Right?
Damn. I didn't think she'd be that much of an ice cold bitch, but damn.
I will allow it.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Since
just,
it is a cantrip, so
yeah, I'm just checking something.
You could also take your tankard and use that as an alcohol-based lamp because it's auto-replenishing.
I'm not making a lamp. I'm giving you a fire to hold because you're cold.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about that's another way you could create mobile flame though.
So good news and bad news. Number one, good news. Produce flame doesn't say anything about the fire not producing heat, so you get heat. Bad news, that if you were to ignite a produce flame inside the tankard of arson, as it is so lovingly known,
I am not doing that.
it would become a tankard of inferno, as the fire would permanently ignite and permanently have a fuel source.
Okay. I was hoping that there'd be a way to constrict it and it would just go back to being alcohol.
Which
No,
means
it'd be like a really big bomb.
Yo, if we ever need to
You'd just be
set
pouring
fire
the
to a
river of
city-
We
fire
are not
directly at.
Hiroshimaing
You
something,
can make
okay?
home places.
Hold on.
All right,
Hold
No,
on
you
a
just
second.
splash people with it. It's fireball, fireball, fireball.
Gwen, you have napalm in your pocket.
I have the ingredients for napalm in my pocket.
Why do I hear pro IRA music in the background?
what we need to do is hook this
Most of us
up
are
to
Irish.
a dog and just have the dog wrapped at 10 feet of rope wrapped to a dog, and then send the dog to run through a city, and that's it. That
No.
city's gone.
We capture all the birds that make nests in the city.
Oh,
but
no.
outside in the forest, par their feathers, ignite them, and release them all at once and burn the city down.
Okay,
Yes.
Saint
Okay.
Olga.
I
That
am
was
just
Belisarius.
trying to help Rockchild
Okay,
Like,
let's just say
not
that the
die
heat
of
warms me up.
frostbite.
Yes, you're doing a kind thing.
You're doing a kind thing. We're
back-
planning domestic terrorism.
Back. No, do not say those words. Back
Yes.
to Torren's statement about her being unfit to rule.
Psychic damage.
Colleen is going to zero in on you. And she has had a day. So she's looking borderline feral.
Robin is going to lean down to Torren and be like, I don't necessarily think she did anything like wrong in an objective way. He is cursed with the blackening. If he told her the truth, it makes sense that she tried to kill him. Now, I'm not saying that that's good for you, Rothschild. Glad
Can I
you're
interrupt and
alive.
just go, she's actually more pissed at him for the teeth thing, and I'll point at Gareth.
Okay, let's
You people
let's
have a
just put
unique way of making
Understandable.
enough. This is ridiculous. Do you understand what is happening? You know that the blackening is here. You have evidence that it is here. You have the fucking talking jar who tells people that it is here. And what do? You do nothing. You run and you hide. You are going to kill, and you are not going to stop the thing. This whole thing is built on lies and injustice and sitting on us. We are sitting on us and doing nothing.
I just imagine like Robin is rocking with you as you're like very aggressively like pointing and moving, and Robin's just like
As he's doing,
like a bull ride.
While he's doing that, I want to have my lute in hand and create like the first heavy metal song of him ranting.
Actually, this would be punk. This would actually be punk metal.
Yeah, this is punk metal. Yeah, Pit of Acid.
Rothschild has uncovered a new form of music.
New genre unlocked.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like standing there, like, ooh.
Colleen's just gonna look at you. Are you done yet?
Look, Colleen saw what I saw, but the princess was not very pleased, and it seemed to me, and I'll look at Colleen a little bit, that the princess is well, she saw Don John in my eyes.
Oh, hold on. What?
Oh, right, I forgot to mention that. Don John jumped in, but you know how I have the issue with the blackening?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of creating this nice little cocktail in there. But it's okay. I gained control back. We're fine.
How many personalities have you developed now?
At least 6, but we're not going to talk about that.
And you're really mad that she wanted to turn this into a popsicle.
Listen, what? I'm not saying I agree.
Tell me that's
don't
not
think we should be mad at her.
I'm not mad at her. I will call it even. For the teeth.
They weren't yours to begin with!
I killed the dragon, I get the teeth!
Gareth, I think you just need to move past this one, kill another dragon, not the daughter, and get those teeth.
Aline, I thank you for bringing our friend here. You obviously saved him. However, there will come a time when people will be forced to choose, forced to deal with the blackening, or forced to turn a blind eye with the government and the systems that are in place, that have wronged so many before and will continue to wrong others. This is just another grain of sand.
She just looks and goes,
desert.
She just looks and goes, the fact that you think only nothing exists in a vacuum proves how unfit you are for this task.
Damn. There's more to us. There's more to the blackening.
I figured it was some sort of like as
You really think everything ends with the Hydra? Really?
I figured. I'm sorry. I was gonna say as Gareth, I was gonna be like, I figured this thing was actually alive. This thing isn't exactly. It's an animal essentially.
It is an organism. I akined it to fungi. Yesterday, the day before, I don't know. It's been a blur. of everything that happened, before we got attacked by the dead king skeleton. But it is very instinctual, even though it is alive.
All right, Colleen. We are unfit. And so
We're all you got.
my punishment, I guess, for being unfit is to go to the fucking necromancy tower and let
No,
them
that was
poke
for calling
around
my
at me.
daughter a whore.
What?
What the fuck?
Whoa. Oh my
Holy
god. Can I just be like the MTV guys in the background behind Colleen going, damn!
A hell
I'm
of
so
a
shocked. Robin is
bombshell.
gonna be shocked into like silence, just being like,
Wait,
"What?"
Cyrax was your... And I'll point to her. You and Cyrax?
No, you idiots. Adoption is a wonderful thing. And she's going to climb up to where Robin is and sort of pull Sturge out of the bag. Enough hiding in there. I already met my son. Yeah.
Wait, does that
she's
make...
gonna hop in. I was like, I
Does that
like to
mean
take in
she-
orphans and things. It's what
Well,
I do.
as an orphan myself, I think that's very admirable.
He's
And
gonna nuzzle
Can
up
I
on
put
Sturge.
Sturge
Very
inside
sweet.
of Colleen?
Are we all orphans here?
Well, are you technically an orphan if your parents died and you're 80? Like,
Mine,
if they didn't die when you were a child, does it technically make you an orphan?
technically, yes, I think, but it's less traumatizing, I guess.
no, because like when you turn 18, I think that like orphan generally means like child without parent.
A child whose parents are dead,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then a child definition.
No, we don't need to define a child.
A
What
young
is
human
a
being
child?
below the age of puberty or below the eagle age of the majority.
Hey.
So I guess you stop being an orphan once you hit 18.
Yeah, because then you're just an adult who's living life now.
Yeah, I was orphaned at like 4.
Yeah, that's why they throw you on the street for your
Yep.
birthday.
But that was 1,000 years
I know,
ago.
happy Foster.
Well, I'm sorry for my choice of words. However, it is another life sentence I am going to have to deal with.
Oh,
So I
pish
guess
posh.
freedom
We're
is
paying you to get into that
ages.
tower anyway,
What?
Robin.
Well, it would because we didn't actually get the sentence we wanted. I forgot to mention I did make a deal with the mob lawyer person that if we got exiled we would do a job for them. Might have
do it.
concerned that, yeah?
How you doing making deals with the mob? Who lets a child
I will
negotiate
take-
with the mob?
I will take the child. Off.
He did.
I will take the child off. Turn the child around.
Got Sturgeon.
You mean to tell me we have been walking all day? I have been shitting my pants because I thought we were all going to die or be tortured. And you knew that we. I set the
That's
child
just-
down.
Look,
Okay, so
I'm just
Robin
I'm
is
just
just
gonna
gonna
catch-
like hang there and look at Torren and go, but you said we were all gonna be alright because we had you and Gareth.
You
And
have
look
to
at
pick
you
up
with
the
like
child?
little like sparkling eyes, being like, "Why are you mad
I'm picking up the child. How dare you yell at our child?
I am not yelling at the child. I am just saying that I am not.
Look,
I'm
I-
going to. I lay down.
I'll walk over to Torren and like guide him away, and like we'll go off
You're
to an
right on
area
me
where
now, child.
Torren, you can
He's
go
tired.
lay down, but as you lay down, I want to hand you the paper invoice for the lawyering.
Yeah. As that's happening, you hear Sturge go to Colleen. Is this what parenting is supposed to be like? Colleen goes, I have no idea. And just, nuzzles up on her kid.
Brilliant. So Colleen and Sturge are on Robin, and Robin is now on Gareth.
Yeah, I said she got Sturge out of your pack, and like
Oh,
they're
she got
on the
Sturge out
ground
of my
now.
pack. Okay.
We are not making a Knaves totem pole.
Oh, can I turn to Sturge and be like, Sturge, can you give me back the items that were in my bag?
Wet stuff.
God
no,
damn it,
don't
Sturge.
do this, Sturge. My bag is significantly lighter, and I would like it back, please.
And Colleen just sort of looks at him and goes, "Baby, what'd you take?" He just looks at Robin. Do you look in your pack?
Yes.
It's empty. He goes, "Everything." He goes, "Oh, you're getting so much better."
I hand out my pack. Put it back, please.
Sure. As he's doing that, I'm gonna need a high-low from Robin, and Gareth, give me an even odds.
Ooh, I want to go odds.
I'm gonna go low. No.
I'm so sorry. 27.
Hey!
Hey.
So congratulations. Robin,
Mm-hmm.
please mark down, but do not attempt to look up in any of the paperwork, because I don't know whether or not it's there. Please add to your inventory coin of Gwents.
Coin of, how do you spell that?
Hang on. So I'm writing down too. GWENSE.
Why is the coin named after me, Column?
Well,
so you can go back
as
from
a
whence
last
you
minute bit of
came.
lore before we part ways here with the YouTube audience and the Twitch audience and everybody in the internet world, as a last minute bit here. So it is named after you because this is a magical item invented by a powerful dark witch named Kaze Shinomori. This is a magic. I told you there was going to be Kaze references in here. This is one of them. So you had a 1 in 4 chance of accidentally getting a coin of Gwent's out of Sturge.
What does it do? I'm so excited.
You don't get to know until it happens.
I love it, though. I love it. When I heard you say it, I was like, that sounds like my name, but maybe I'm just being, like, dyslexic again.
Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
It's necromancy. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a powerful necrotic witch. Where do I have all of my
wife
items?
of a most amazing god.
You mean my husband?
No, I mean my husband,
My fellow
bitch.
god? My life partner?
No,
You
no,
are
no.
out of the picture. We are immortal.
You don't know that. You don't know her life.
I'm just
All I'm
imagining
saying is I
Torren
got
is
a
also
hubby.
just laying on the ground while all that happened.
Yeah.
With the invoice just laying there.
I'm just kind of like looking over at him, like.
Which
Did we
Torren,
find-
that in very crude writing says 100 gold.
Is he Gareth is kind of like thinking to himself, like, is he dead?
Hey, you don't know. What if you're one of those lawyers that, like, you know, since you didn't win the case, you don't get paid?
Oh, no, I'm not pro bono.
Ah!
That has to be agreed upon prior to trial.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Technically, you didn't agree on any form of payment before trial, so You didn't even tell him he was getting charged, so can you even charge him?
I
be
did
fair, you were
mention
more
the
of like a-
charge at. I did mention the charge when I was his lawyer. We joked about the pricing.
Okay.
Well,
But
Torren
that's gonna be it
jokes.
for the game
you
for
didn't-
tonight because it is 10:50.
All right.
Yes.
We're at a
Oh
good
my